Hello, Serge from SkyComp here, and I wanted to talk to you about how to identify fake emails for Fraud Prevention Month. This is something that you've likely received through your time working or at your personal email address of an email that might look legitimate and somebody's trying to trick you into doing something. In the end, they're often trying to commit some type of fraud or steal your money or get you to do something. So I wanted to give you a few pointers on what to look out for to hopefully prevent this for you in the future. So our goal of this talk is to raise your awareness of different email scams that people are doing and how to identify that fraud and hopefully protect yourself from it. What we're mainly going to talk about is phishing scams, and it's a little bit of a play on word. Those bad actors are trying to fish you, and in this scenario, unfortunately, you're the fish and they're trying to catch you. And it's important to remember that whether you believe it or not or take this training, those bad actors are actively trying to do this and trick you. So you should be aware, educate yourself, and keep your eyes out for a problem that might be happening. There's different ways that people can do information gathering. Oftentimes this is through Facebook, LinkedIn, the Chamber of Commerce. There's an awful lot of information, so sometimes you get an email that seems legitimate or they have too much information, you feel. But in this day and age of social media, a lot of this information can be found freely and available online. So that's commonly how these bad actors find who you are, who your boss is, or maybe who one of your direct reports are, your title, your email address. So be aware that it's not all that uncommon that bad actors through publicly available sources can find a bunch of information you wouldn't think would be available. So what I want to do is talk to you about an example, and this we took from a client a couple years ago where they almost fell for this exploit. Now we've changed the names and email addresses to be a little bit safe and protect the innocent, so to speak. They didn't fall for this in the end, but it's something that you get an innocuous email that asks if you're busy. So in this example that will pop up on the screen now, it's asking, I need to do a task, and it's looking like it, in this case, comes from me and going to Morgan, somebody that works here in the office with us. And one of the first tips for fraud prevention is looking closely at those emails. In this case, if you look closely at what my email address is, it's not my regular email address, but a fake Hotmail address. So that should be kind of your first clue of something might be fishy. And the best way to validate that is, one, don't email back and say, hey, is this legitimate? Place a phone call, talk to that person. It's very hard to fake a real conversation on a phone with somebody. So the best course of action and our best advice, phone that person. Did you send me this request? And talk to them on the phone, and that can solve an awful lot of them. So what they do is try to send you an email. If that person falls for it and replies to the email, that lets them know that maybe they didn't detect that it's not coming from a legitimate email address. So they get that reply, and then fairly quick, they'll switch over and have a reason why you can't call them. They'll say they're in a meeting, this is time sensitive, but you can't call me because I'm in a meeting with somebody else and can't take a phone call. This is a way for them to, again, try to circumvent our best advice to give you, which is make sure you call the person and talk to them that it's a legitimate request. So the bad actors know this and try to avoid that. So if they get you by this step, they then will try to get you to do something. In this case, it's running an errand to go down to a store and buy some iTunes gift cards. And that's really the goal that the bad actor is trying to do. They're trying to trick you or your employee to go to the store and buy iTunes or Best Buy or whatever gift cards, scratch off the back, and send pictures. And once that happens and they have those codes, they quickly resell those codes or buy product with those gift cards, and you can't get the money back. So this is a quick example of the type of things to look out for. So you want to be looking for weird language, a bad email address, or not the standard email address you'd expect coming from somebody. You want to look for bad grammar, They don't have their regular email signature that the person you deal with has all the time. And anytime your spidey sense, like I like to call it, tingles for you a little bit on an email address, the best advice we can give you is call that person and have a quick conversation with them. It could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So again, in the end, they're trying to get the iTunes gift cards. Once you send those codes, the money is lost. You want to keep a close eye on the from email address, and you want to watch for bad grammar. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video during Fraud Prevention Month. Hopefully you found these tips helpful. If you'd like more tips like this or on other technology topics, we're going to link to our YouTube channel right here, and hopefully we'll see you on the channel soon. Have a great day.